Guys, I wanted to show you a quick breakfast meal prep for some yummy breakfast tortilla sandwiches or egg scramble, whatever you want. I do these a couple times a week. I do like once or twice a month, and I meal prep quick breakfast tortillas for Oscar to take on the road because he doesn't have much time to sit and have a breakfast because he wakes up at 3 in the morning. So he takes one of these breakfast scrambles that I make for him in a foil, and he eats it cold, but it's better than 7-Eleven or some not having breakfast at all. But basically what I do is I go ahead and I put 8 eggs into a big bowl, and I whisk that away with half a teaspoon of salt, a quarter teaspoon of pepper, and half a teaspoon of garlic powder. And obviously the garlic powder is optional. I just happen to like my eggs scrambled with garlic. I also add about a quarter cup of, if I can get this open, a quarter cup of heavy whipping cream, or you can do half, losing my mind, half a cup of half and half. So either way, less of the heavy cream, more of the half and half. I use a quarter cup of heavy cream, but you can use half a cup of half and half, if that makes sense. Go ahead and whip all those ingredients together. You are gonna need some type of tin pan that has a lid. I'm using a flanera or any stainless steel pot that fits in your pot with a lid on it. I've already measured this, so I know it fits. I've done it before, I know it fits in there, but you always want to make sure that whatever mixture you're doing fits into the pot. So this mixture will fit into a 6 or 8 quart, depending on the size of your pot. So, of your pan that you're using for the mixture. So this bad boy is probably like, I don't even know, but my mixture fits in here. That's what's important. But just make sure that you don't have this huge amount a mixture that fits into a pot. So make sure whatever you're making fits in to the pan that you're using. On here, I also have 1 cup of ham. I have 1 potato chopped, a half cup of red pepper, a quarter cup of onion, and a couple of green onions chopped. I'm also gonna add that into this mixture, just like that. And you're gonna mix it around until all the mixture is coated. And lastly, you're gonna add half a cup of cheese. It could be your favorite cheese, but I think cheddar is the best for this breakfast potato. So, half a cup of cheddar cheese. So as you can see, I'm mixing it all up, making sure it's gonna be super thick, which is fine because it's actually gonna turn into a omelet in the pan, and then you just break it up, divide it into 4 or 5, how many ever burritos you're making. Or obviously you can make, I've also done this as una tortilla española, which I'll be doing later on, and that's actually gonna be a different recipe because I use chorizo and I use plantains. Just depends, and sometimes I even do a shrimp one, so it just depends which I'm gonna do it. But I am gonna be doing it in this pan as well, so you guys can see. But yeah, so just mix up all your ingredients once again. You're gonna go ahead and before you even put anything inside your pan, make sure you spray some Pam on it. I have the canola oil cooking spray from Costco. Make sure you spray the sides as well. And you're gonna go ahead and start putting in your ingredients in the tin pan. So, make sure your ingredients are evenly distributed throughout the pan so that you don't have like cheese and ham all in the same spot. So as you can see, it's filled up to the top there. You're gonna go ahead and cover your pot. You can either do it with foil or if I have a lid, I'm gonna use the lid. All right, seal it up. Put it on top of your trivet, just like that. Hold on, Haley. Inside my Instant Pot, I have 1.5 cups of water. I'm gonna go ahead and hold on, Haley. Me cago en esta chiquita, dude. You're gonna go ahead and put it on your trivet. Put the lid off. Put it on high pressure for 30 minutes. While that's doing, I'm actually toasting up the tortillas a little bit so they're a little brown, but they're still soft enough to become a roll. So you guys will see that once this is done. All right, guys, my Instant Pot beeped, so that means my eggs are ready. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up the pop. I did a quick release. Now, very carefully, guys, do not burn yourselves. All right, there you go. It's an omelet right now, basically a huge, large omelet. But once you start mixing it through, it's gonna become like a scrambled egg. So then I already browned my tortillas here, as you can see. All right, so I mixed it all in. If you do not like your eggs on the runnier side, go ahead, close it up again, put it in for 10 more minutes. I like it more on the wet side. This is the consistency that I like my eggs, especially if I'm gonna be having them sit in the refrigerator for four. Some of them are gonna be sitting for 4 days. So I like it on the more runnier side. But if you don't, you can add another 10 minutes to the pot, and pretty much that's it. You take it out, scramble it again. But at this point, you just separate your 4 tortillas. Mine are nice and crunchy. And you grab a spoonful, you place it, you roll it up in a burrito, and roll it up with the same foil, and you got some breakfast burritos to go. You can always heat it up before you leave. Like if you wake up in the morning, you put it in the toaster oven, you put it on 300, just warm setting, and run it out the door. Eat it out of the foil. As long as it stays within the foil, it'll stay warm enough for you to eat. So that's it, guys. Breakfast tortillas to go. It takes, what, 40 minutes total with cook time. 10 minutes prep and 30 minutes cook time if you like runny eggs. If not, you put it to 40 minutes. So any questions, let me know. But this variation of potatoes and all that stuff can be however you want it to be. So up to you guys. All right, guys. Have a good one.